everybody if you need some water. There are water bottles here in this green cooler by the tent. Feel free to help yourself.
A couple weeks ago because of that event they held, and at the time the CEO yeah, he represents the Boeing company. So thinking about what you there, community. I've got to know over the years. There's some support that thank goodness. There's other water in the chest too. So
There's a.
I think the water chest is here.
Yeah. I know. I just heard that. I was like, oh, I want to.
Underneath it, there's sometimes there's yeah, and they said over here that we used to be in English, but I brought my wireless anchor.
Was that?
It's a J. It's one of the newer ones. That's why the Navy wanted it for the Bengals. They wanted a newer one.
Oh, yeah.
I went inside with them. They're like, no, we got it outside.
Special tools over there, whatever they're doing, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my email will have everything. You see it's going to do that today.
Started flying in the 50s.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay. What's that first step in the kill? Yes.
Should have brought my son. I haven't car. I want to burn.
It's old school when I was a kid. What's that? You're shooting all weekend, Jason?
Popular brands.
You shooting all weekend? Just down the lake?
Just tomorrow.
That's in the afternoon. Morning flights. Speak to the two gentlemen and the black shirts right there. Okay. Here, they control everything, audio. I don't know. We have to work that out with Boeing.
I know. They were talking about the menu.
Well, you ran into signals. She lives on Chapel. I see a lot of her. That might be why she got that picture.
I've been running on you.
Oh, it's higher than Harry Potter. Is it a guy? I thought it was a woman.
Yeah, a friend of mine comes to all sorts of gear. I'm like, David, how many cameras do you have?
I know we're I've got a lot of stuff. We were recording with each other.
think it's doing good. So that's Malou is Jason. Jason.
How did your brain not explode?
Well, I don't know. Usually at a press conference, you see it. She's retired.
Oh, yeah, the orange drink. Okay, yeah. Hey.
She shoots some of our videos. She shoots videos. So anyway, they created a committee, and I just invited all my photographer friends I know. And so that's how this works. So usually everybody who's on the committee, I've got to know them. They're like, if someone says, hey, I got this crazy person, then I interview you and I ask them, what do you think about this crazy person?
Get ready to start.
Okay, so that's how we're going to do it.
We're going to wait for this plane to take off and then we're going to get started. Yeah.
I like pulling pranks. You got this out?
My pockets are closed.
He was also at
Oh, he was?
Okay, yeah.
Not good.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are going to get started in just a minute. Trying to see if you can hear over the plane. Can? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Emily Cantrell, President and CEO of SEA. Before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the heartbreaking mass shooting that occurred at Seattle Center on Sunday. What should have been a celebration of our community and our city instead became a scene of senseless violence. Our hearts are with the families who lost loved ones, those recovering from their injuries, and everyone who witnessed this tragedy and is left carrying wounds. As our community grieves, we know many people have questions about safety at public events, especially Seafair Weekend Festival. Our security plans have been central from the very beginning. As a survivor of our country's deadliest mass shooting, I would never be comfortable asking people to come to Seafair if I didn't believe we had made security our highest priority. We have spent months planning Seafair Weekend Festival alongside Seattle Police Department, Seattle Fire Department, emergency management partners, and our private security teams. This year, we've also introduced a weapons detection system at every entrance to Seafair Weekend. Seattle deserves opportunities to come together. At a time when it's easy to focus on what might divide us, Seafair remains a self and welcoming place for our community to celebrate together. And that is exactly what we have done for more than 75 years. This weekend will once again welcome families, friends, and visitors from across our region to the shores of Lake Washington for Seattle's biggest summer tradition. Seafair Weekend Festival is where generations come together to make memories. It's where neighbors reconnect, children experience the excitement of the Blue Angels for the first time, and families spend a summer day enjoying everything that makes Seattle special. Of course, the Boeing Seafair Air Show and the Apollo Mechanical Cup hydroplane races are the marquee attractions, but there's more to Seafair Weekend than just boats and planes. New this year, guests can explore the BECU Makers Market. That's our newest festival experience featuring dozens of local artisans, small businesses, along with live DJs and cultural performances. Attendees can admire beautifully restored classic cars at the Dick's Driving Classic Car Show, enjoy incredible food, live entertainment, family activities, interactive exhibits, and experiences all throughout the festival grounds. We've also worked hard to make this year's festival more accessible than ever before. Friday features free admission thanks to Windermere, and children ages 12 and under are free all weekend long. Thanks to the Link Light Rail expansion, it's also easier to get to the festival. You can leave your car at home and come spend the day with us at Genesee Park. So whether you're coming for the Blue Angels, the hydroplanes, the food, or just simply spending time with the ones you love, Seafair Weekend Festival truly has something for everyone. For generations, hydroplane racing has been at the heart of Seafair Weekend. It's a tradition that's uniquely Seattle, combining incredible athleticism, engineering, and speed in one of the world's most beautiful and exciting forms of motorsports. We're expecting more boats than we've seen in years, with the H1 Unlimited, Grand Prix, Vintage, and J Hydros all returning. This year, fans will once again watch the best H1 Unlimited teams compete for the Apollo Mechanical Cup, continuing a tradition that has thrilled audiences on Lake Washington for decades. And joining us today is one of the sport's biggest stars. Jimmy Shane thought he was retiring in 2022. Turns out he was just taking a little break. Jimmy's now back, and he arrives in Seattle fresh off yet another Gold Cup victory in Madison and another victory at the Apollo Columbia Cup this past weekend in the Tri-Cities, making him the driver to beat as he heads into Seafair Weekend. Please join me in welcoming one of the most accomplished drivers in hydroplane racing, Jimmy Shane.
Hi everybody. It's wonderful to be here to represent Apollo Mechanical. Bruce Ratchford, what he's put together with our team is amazing. So I just get to be the pilot in the boat that gets to have the fun. It's wonderful to have Apollo on board here at Seafair, and it's going to be great to race for the Apollo Cup as the Apollo driver. So just wonderful to have. We're going to have 9 H1 Unlimited hydroplanes in the pits this year. That's the most that we've had in many, many years. So we also have a new starting procedure this year with H1 Unlimited. And if you guys had a chance to watch the races in Madison, Indiana and Tri-Cities last weekend, it was some of the most exciting racing that we've had in many, many, many years in all the heats of racing leading up to the final. So on behalf of Apollo Mechanical and H1 Unlimited, I'm going to be excited to get out there all weekend long down at Genesee Park, put on a great show for all the fans, and hopefully we can keep the Apollo boat out in front for another Seafair event. So thank you everyone for being here, and looking forward to a great weekend. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jimmy. From the excitement on the water, let's turn our attention to the skies. The Boeing Seafair Air Show has become one of the nation's premier aviation events, showcasing the incredible talent, passion, and innovation that have long been a part of our region's aerospace story. We're incredibly grateful to Boeing for their continued partnership and commitment to helping make Seafair Weekend possible. Boeing's support allows us to continue inspiring future generations while celebrating both Seattle's aviation heritage and our nation's military. It is my pleasure to introduce the Senior Director of Manufacturing and Safety for Boeing Commercial Airplanes at Boeing, and a proud Seafair board member, Lance Ball.
Wow, what a day. Good afternoon. Well, as Emma said, it's an honor to be a part of Seafair and to serve on the board of directors. Many of you have enjoyed Seafair from the very beginning. We've brought families and friends together for more than 75 years. Boeing is proud to have been a part of that since the very beginning. Seafair is part of the cultural fabric of the Puget Sound, and so is Boeing. We have over 65,000 employees right here in Washington State. That's more than anywhere else in the entire world. We're eagerly anticipating Boeing's Seafair show Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This year's Boeing Seafair lineup will feature an incredible mix of military demonstrations, historic aircraft, and world-class aerobatic performers. Joining them will be the United States Marine Corps F-35B Lightning II demonstration team, the U.S. Coast Guard demonstration team, and the U.S. Army Apache helicopter demonstration team. And of course, a Washington proud favorite and the pride of our city, the United States Navy Precision Flying Team, the Blue Angels. They'll be flying the F-A-18 Super Hornets, proudly designed and built by Boeing. On Seafair Sunday, we have a special flyover featuring the National Archives Freedom Plane. This airplane came in on Monday to a water salute over at the Museum of Flight. It's a Boeing 737 made right here in Renton, Washington. This aircraft is wrapped in commemorative 250th anniversary livery. It's an awesome airplane. It's carried 9 founding era documents on an 8-city tour across the country, culminating right here in Seattle at Lohi, and will be here through August the 16th. In partnership with the National Archives and the National Archives Foundation, Boeing is providing the aircraft and the operational support to ensure these treasures travel safely from city to city. It's an incredible blend of living history and modern-day aviation. None of us are going to want to miss. It's going to be an unforgettable weekend, celebrating aviation, innovation, technology, right here in the Pacific Northwest. Thank you.
I know everyone really wants to watch the Blue Angel take off, so we're just going to pause for a minute as number 7 heads out. Okay, keep your earplugs handy, but we'll go ahead and continue. It'll take number 7 a minute to take off. And in case you're wondering where number 7 is going, he is heading out over towards Mount Rainier to meet the rest of the crew. And if you stick around after this press conference, then you'll see all the Blue Angels land here. So our next speaker is having the kind of morning, day, I should say, most people only dream about. Earlier today, aerobatic pilot Melissa Burns climbed into the back seat of a Blue Angel for what I'm sure was the experience of a lifetime. Aviation runs in Melissa's blood and has been part of her family for generations. Throughout her career, she's worked to inspire the next generation to pursue careers in aerospace, especially young women who might not have pictured themselves in the industry. Today, Melissa experienced the Boeing Seafair Air Show from a perspective very few people ever will. Please welcome Melissa Burns.
Thank you, Emily. And thank you, Boeing. What an event to be a part of. I've gotten to fly everything from the 450 Stearman with wing walkers on the wing to the 737 MAX, and as of this morning, now getting to ride along in the beautiful F-18. I have been a part of the air show industry for 22 years, so this was an absolute dream come true for me. It's something I never would have asked for, but I think that getting to share and experience that privilege is an opportunity for us to inspire everyone out there. You know, by having the media here, by sharing that flight experience, we're getting to really inspire that next generation of aviators, which is what I am all about. And as a woman in aviation, my grandmother was a pilot. My grandfather was an Air Force test pilot, so they really truly inspired me to get involved in aviation and air shows. If the Blue Angels if number 7 takes off, we'll take a pause to watch them because that is the beautiful sound of freedom behind us. I will always consider Seafair as my hometown air show. It is such an honor to be here. I hope that everyone will come out and take the opportunity to be a part of this extremely family-friendly event. And again, if you guys have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If you are around the airport, come by and say hello. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. It's no surprise Seafair Weekend Festival is filled with all of these incredible experiences, both in the sky and on the water. But this year we're also excited to introduce something entirely new on land. The BECU Makers Market celebrates the creativity and entrepreneurial spirit of our region by bringing together dozens of local artists, makers, and small businesses. Throughout the weekend, guests can shop for unique, handcrafted goods, enjoy live DJs and cultural performances, and discover talented local creators from across the Pacific Northwest. This new experience wouldn't be possible without our sponsor, BECU, and our partners at Kimchi Craft, who curated this year's incredible lineup of artisans and entertainment. Please join me in welcoming the co-founder of Kimchi Craft, Becky Burris.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Emily, for those kind words. I'm Becky Burris, and as she mentioned, I'm half of Kimchi Craft Collective. My business partner, Jackie Inez, couldn't be here today, but we are honored to be here as 2 years ago when Jackie and I started Kimchi, we actually had a really difficult time getting into markets. Because 1, nobody knows who we were. And 2, it can be very expensive to start a new business. Vendor fees are very high. So it's really exciting that we get to partner with BECU and Seafair in creating this beautiful opportunity and celebrating local small businesses, and by removing the vendor fees. It's a huge deal to these businesses. This is a great space for vendors, makers, and artists to showcase their talents. It takes a lot of time, heart, and effort to put into their craft, and we believe that deserves to be seen and supported. Over the weekend, we will have 35 plus small businesses, from crochet to ceramics, hot sauce, chili oil, jewelry, illustrators. There'll be a claw machine and a face painter every day. It's a wide variety and it's super exciting. We will also include 4 DJs over Friday and Saturday and a DJ group on Sunday. And on Saturday, we will also have from noon to 1, 3 different dance groups performing. Again, it's super honoring to be a part of this beautiful opportunity to give all of these local small businesses. So thank you, Emily, thank you, BECU and Seafair, and we're excited to see you all there. All
right, thank you, Becky. Thank you to everyone for being here today. I'd like to thank our sponsors, our volunteers, our public safety partners, and the thousands, literally thousands of people working behind the scenes to make this weekend possible. This would not happen without their dedication. If you can't join us at Genesee Park or on Lake Washington, you can still be part of the excitement from anywhere you are. We're proud to partner with Fox 13, which will bring Seafair into homes across the region with live coverage of the Boeing Seafair Air Show, Apollo Mechanical Cup hydroplane races on Seafair Sunday. So tune in Sunday beginning at 11 a.m. on Fox 13 with coverage continuing throughout the day until 5 p.m. If you haven't made your plans yet, now is the time. Head to seafair.org to see all the different ticketing options, get the full schedule lineup, and start planning your weekend. So whether you're coming out to cheer on the hydroplanes, watch the Blue Angels, discover a favorite new artist on the main stage or at the BECU Makers Market, we hope you will come experience everything that we have to offer. For 77 years, Seafair has brought our community together. This weekend, we will do it again. We'll see you on the shores of Lake Washington. Thank you. Right around 2 o'clock, we will hear, nope, that's not number 7. Number 7 should be taking off, and right around 2 o'clock, I believe we have the C-130 that will be landing, and the Blue Angels are expected to land around 2:30, so stick around and enjoy. Sorry, one more note, and then I'll really be done. Media availability with the Blue Angels is from 2:50 to 3 p.m. Thank you.
Seven's coming. I think. Seven's on the roll.
Oh, nice, thank you.
So are they already here? No, just number 7.
Yes, we're on the way. Blue.
everybody that has gear out here, start moving yourself back by that white tug, because we got to clear this area out for number 7 to park here soon when he comes back. So,
would it be okay if I looked at the bags against that gate?
I would take it with you because there's going to be jet wash and stuff going on around here as he maneuvers back in. So,
That's where we did last year.
There's a C-130 coming in. Let me try to get back. C-130 is landing. C-130 is landing right now.
Getting everyone, they want us back here because they're going to pull this guy right in here.
Okay.
Bird 10, Blowing ground, taxi south on Bravo, hold short, runway 32 left at Bravo 3. South on Bravo 1, we'll hold short at 32 left at Bravo 3. Phenom 7100 Charlie, Boeing, clearance through to San Jose Airport via Cobain 1 departure. Radar vectors Tayoma, then as filed.
Just go where all the scrum
Flying via the
scrum goes here, you follow the scrum.
departure frequency 120.4, squawk 1611. Phenom 00 Charlie, read back correct, have a safe flight. Ember 10, what's your read, Bravo 3, just remain this frequency, it'll be a couple minutes before we can get you across. Ember 10, this frequency will be just short on Bravo 3. Thank you. straight enter 0, take left straight Boeing ground, taxi 6 Derby Alpha. Bird 10, traffic on the runway turning at Alpha 7. You can cross runway 32 left and runway 32 right at Bravo 3. Then continue taxi straight in via Alpha.
Alright, we've got the traffic safe in the cruise across 3 to right and via Alpha. Sorry, Bravo 3 and then on Alpha.
And then, oh, sorry.
Boeing ground, San Juan 3 on altitude. San Juan 3 Boeing ground, taxi 6 Derby Alpha. Derby Alpha, San Juan 3. Boeing ground, runway 32 left, taxi to Bravo. Charlie Boeing ground, runway 32 left at Alpha 8, taxi to Alpha.
So I set up nice and close to and yeah, we'll do that information. Yep, they'll rotate everyone through around 4 or 5. Those guys are going to the line. Get ready.
Two left, clear to land, 61126. Did I hear you say the Blue Angels are coming in, or are they already here? Number 16, yeah, they're coming in in about 20 minutes.
The air show, the performance, they're not here to talk about
29, runway 3 right, clear to land.
Is that something a body of a runner? You know.
More 55. Number 2, following Cessna, they're just now joining about midfield, right down one runway 32 right, clear to land, with 290.
So
I'm James. I got a YouTube channel, FB Spot.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So my first
You're probably in my algorithm somewhere.
Probably, yes. Yeah. Okay, nice to
Phoenix 1070 Flight Tower, hold short runway 32, going to be disconnected. Hold short turn left 180, contact them.
3 cameras on.
Okay, over. Have a good job. Next guy, step to runway 32 left, full length, we'll line up a wait. Let up a wait. Next guy, 729, turn right out with the street, contact them. Rainier 708, flight straight out now, runway 62 on full length, good takeoff. Rainier Sky 618, runway 32 left, clear to land. Good to land, runway 32 left, Rainier Sky. Rainier 618, actually change the plan, extend your downwind all part of your base, then plan for the little runway. Then downwind, and for little runway, Rainier Sky. Rainier Sky 706, continue, join the downwind extend, I'll call your base. Number 710, Charlie, going tower, runway 22 left at Alpha 8, line up away. Boeing tower, the checkers calling Boeing tower, standby. Standby, 142. Rainier 618, turn base, runway 32 right, clear to land number 2, calling up, just over the numbers now. Turn base, runway 32 right, clear to land. Rainier 5. Rainier Sky 708, turn right, talking. Number 0, Charlie, runway 32 left at Alpha 8, clear takeoff, wind 2907. Alright, left, 475 to the right, contact ground. Rainier 706, you're going to be number 2 following at 670 left stage, runway 32 right, number 2, clear to land, wind 3006. False Tower, Boeing 133 with you, ILS 32 left. Nice being on this button. Boeing 133, Boeing Tower, runway 32 left, clear to land, wind 3106, for now high speed is 2. Alright, 32 left, clear to land, and for now, Boeing 133. Rainier 708, contact that. Go ahead with your customer zone. Tower, Block 4 Delta Hotel, contact. number 0, Sierra Charlie, contact. Owner approach, okay. But was at Sirius 14 Delta Hotel, calling it back. Sirius 14 Delta Hotel, roger, there's stuff just on your left. Also, I believe inbound 1,200 indicated, is that correct? Sirius 14 Delta Hotel, roger. Slide the back on arrival, I'm going to read that to them. Okay, we'll slide the back on arrival. Try Pacer 44 Zulu, is that you just north of Baton 1,200 indicated? Flying a little bit. Try Pacer 44 Zulu, roger, are you able to follow them inbound then? I'll follow 14 Try Pacer 44 Zulu then? Right on 3, then contact down, and then motorway exit for just fine. Set off a quick contact down, that's everything, motorway.
Stay right here. This Fox camera. You'll be my
Hotel, roger. You can time for runway 32 right. I'll call your base.
I'm gonna give you these guys.
Yeah. I'm not seeing them unless they're
Boeing 133 1, taxi back for high speed. Boeing 133, roger. Turn left Bravo 4, contact her. Left her Bravo 4 to ground, Boeing 133.
Yeah, I don't see them on long final yet, but yeah, it might show up as a...
Back for another zero for Boeing.
It's a...
Friday, I sat down and waited.
The Boeing test flight coming in.
Here's 4 Delta Hotel. Actually, Jason, is that your expected runway 32 right? Clear the land. Just keep a little tight. Trip down about a 6-mile final for the big runway is a phenom.
What's that? That jets.
The Boeing Tower is at 493. Back up with you again. Visual runway 32. Digit 493 Boeing Tower, wind 320 at 9er runway, 32 left, clear to land. 32 left, clear to land, digit 493.
Yeah, they may not show up.
Alright, Pacer 44 Zulu, join the downwind, take 10 downwind, you're going to be following that phenom, it's on a 4-mile final, report that dusk in sight. We'll report the phenom in sight on my downwind, 44 Zulu.
If not, I think what they're doing is like for the arrivals, right? For the 26 and over here, I think they're trying to separate out the places that's coming out of the 38.
Yeah. Yeah, which is, I mean, as long as they're still showing, like this guy is still coming in. So they're still letting him come in straight, so they must not be close enough yet to...
Citation 44 Zulu Theme Park. Sky Services for 44 Zulu. Citation 44 Zulu Roger, and you have that seat on the site? We just now have it in sight for 44 Zulu. Citation 44 Zulu Roger, number 2 following the Phenom runway 32 left. Clear to land, there's plenty of space, need clear runway. Clear to land, 32 left, number 2 following the Phenom 44 Zulu. Ticket 492, pricing's up to left toes, having said, they'll be following you about. Okay, perfect, ticket 493.
Jet charter management company, a couple hangars up, so.
Boeing Tower 133, hold for 32 left, clear and fine. Point 133, you're roger to be dismissed.
Will you be able to hear him, or? Well, once he gets to ground, or to tower, or? I can hear the tower, too. Yeah, okay.
Car 166.
Oh, hey.
Ticket 493, turn right off 5, cross runway 32 right, then contact ground 29er, getting off 5, cross 32 right over to ground, ticket 493, getting. Case 442 is going to come 8 there. I can make that. Case 442 turn right out to 8 and contact ground point 9. I'm getting ground point 9 on 442.
If possible. Yep, I'll put you with group number 1 over there. Those 2 broadcast cameras right there. So just jump in with them. We're just doing right now little introduction. With the guy and advanced story. The landing? Oh yeah, then I will include the best place for adjustment.
13 Boeing Tower runway 32 left, clear to land, wind 29010.
Yeah, I don't need to introduce everybody.
I kind of want to hear it.
No, you got it.
Boeing 133, enter runway 32 left to Bravo 10, and I see group. 32 left, Bravo 10, I see
back over there because they're going to have the jets right up in this area.
Kind of by that black truck.
Let me try to tripod.
Make sure one of these yellow vests knows stick with the group, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, that's all right.
trying to keep
Turn left enable, contact ground, good day. Let's turn your bubble 5 over to ground, Boeing 130.
At least we got a good view right here. These are all the media interviews.
Okay, Kilo Point Tower, 5 straight out now, runway 32 left, just take off, wind 27010.
You're going to choose to fly.
Your choice, you make the right turn for Stewart, contact Ren, you guys have a safe flight. Right turn to Stewart, over to Renton, thanks for the help, 85 Kilo. 5, ground point 9.
West level 5, ground point 9.
Charlie, Boeing Tower, right down. 5099 Charlie, ident observed, you can continue inbound at this time and report 2 miles to the west.
Continue inbound on that on report 2 miles west of the shore.
909 Charlie, actually continue inbound, but once you get to the ferry dock, if you can, we're going to call it 2 360s to start with. I have the Blue Angels inbound. I need to get them on the deck before I can bring you in.
Understood. Let's go to the ferry dock.
Thank you for your help, sir. I'll let you know as soon as I can bring you back.
Understood. Thank you. 909 Charlie.
They're almost here. They're almost here.
Oh, you can? How far away do you think?
They're inbound.
Oh.
Inbound. They're like routing some other things.
Is it 744 Boeing Tower? Good afternoon. Wind 32011. Runway 32 left, clear to land.
That's 32 left.
Okay, so they'll find yeah, but probably
at the same time, Blue Angel 7 flight, Boeing Tower, roger, continue inbound. You're number 2 following a Challenger on 6 mile final. Understand you're looking for the overhead, correct? Blue Angel 1, copy, thank you. Airlift 6, I'm sorry, take it.
thank you.
They're 5 minutes out.
Airlift 6, keep it low and fast. Departure from Modern will be at your own risk. North liftoff is approved.
They'll be coming in from south northbound, so we'll go right rank overhead. Go down. Coming from the south, yeah, because we're on north traffic right now, so they'll be coming in this way. Go right.
Blink 1, correction 3 mile final, good for 1 over the ground. What do you want to write? Blink 1, you can plan for a midfield or departure and brake right traffic, 1,500 feet, please. Sector 744, I need to keep it as quick as possible, please.
Yeah, cleared 744.
Steady 007, Tower, just awaiting release. Enjoy the show.
We will, thank you. Steady 007. Tower, Twin Cessna 88555, approaching the north tip of Dash-on Island with information Tango. We request the arrival from Dash-on Island, and I understand that there's a conflict here. This is 88555, affirmative. Once you get to Vashon, we're going to start with 2 left 360s, please. You're going to be following an aircraft over the ferry dock. 8555, yeah, I've been hearing this. Thank you. Left to,
It's going to be loud.
2 360s. Blue Angel 1 flight, thanks for the help. Challengers over the numbers. Report initial.
Top of radio.
Blue Angel 1, we're 3 miles right now, and we'll be overhead. Blue Angel 1, copy. Break, let's go break departure end, please, and pattern altitude 1,500, right traffic, runway 32 left, clear to land. Oh, land 32 left, Blue Angel 1.
7's underneath them too. Yeah.
Number 9er Charlie, you can continue inbound at this time, thanks for your help. Continue inbound on Dawson arrival, 9er Charlie, thank you. Executive 744, turn right, Alpha 5, cross 32 right, contact ground point 9er. Right, Alpha 5, and cross 32 right, ground point 9er, exit at 744. Niner Charlie, at present position, make one more left 360 for the sequence. Left 360, Niner Charlie.
Or maybe they stop.
Twin Cessna 555, I'm going to need one more left 360 after you complete this one, then I can bring you in. 88555, one more 360, and then you'll bring me back in.
I want to.
Tower 99 Charlie, could do 32 right also, parking northeast. Number 99 Charlie, that's the plan, but I gotta get you behind them. Understand, 99 Charlie. Thanks for the show.
Why would they do a practice? Just to. They're always practicing. They do practicing. Yeah. So.
Tower 99 Charlie, that's 2 360s, you ready? 99 Charlie, affirmative, extend downwind, gear number 7. Number 7, extend downwind for 32 right, 99 Charlie. Blue Angel 1 flight, turn right at Alpha 3, cross runway 32 right, taxi straight into parking with me for the marshalers. Blue Angel 1, we need to go to Alpha 1. Roger, continue down to Alpha 1, right turn Alpha 1, and taxi instructions remain the same. You can stay with me. Taxi parking via Alpha. Parking via Alpha, Blue Angel 1, that's all. Twin Cessna 555, you can proceed inbound at this time. 88555, we'll continue the Vashon arrival. 99 Charlie, the last one's on about a quarter-mile final. Turn base behind them. Change to runway 32 right. Runway 32 right. Clear to land. Long landing approved for Alpha 2. Clear to land 32 right. Turn base behind the slow Blue Angel there. 99 Charlie. November Golf. I don't need the speed restriction. If you don't want it, you can continue inbound. 32 left. Clear to land. 32 left. Clear to land. 60 Papa Hotel, Boeing Tower, Roger, standby. One easy 99 Charlie, you can turn right there, contact ground point 9. Right at Alpha 2, contact ground point 9er. I might stop to take a picture. 99 Charlie. Boeing Tower, Twin Cessna 88555. What runway are we getting cleared to? Twin Cessna 88555. You're on an extended downwind. I'm still going to try and get you runway 32 left. I got a Pilatus on about a 3.5-mile final. Descending out of 1400. Let me know when you got him in sight. 8555. 4 November Golf. Traffic ahead left on an extended downwind. Twin Cessna 700 indicated. Searching for November Golf.
Here they come. Here they come.
They're going to go right over there. Yeah, you're going to follow them. Go ahead and follow them.
Enjoy.
big old new place. Oh, not so much.